Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome back to Hexproof. It's been a little while since we've done one of these because we had to get a new setup, because I had to move all my stuff, and then just things happened. But now we're all set up once again. Fate Reforged has released, and so now is a perfect time to get right back into it. And I'm here once again with my friend John, who you might remember from episode 1. John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. So glad to be back and doing Hexproof again.
And we're also going to be doing something really special called a Winston Draft. It is a 2-player draft, and we'll go over the rules on that in a little bit. But basically we have 6 boosters, and we're going to build a 40-card minimum deck from those. And we're going to go head-to-head, see who wins, and hopefully it'll be me, and I hope it's me in the end.
I mean, even if I lose, I get 1 pack, so I'm just happy to open some Fate Reforged.
Because it's a fat pack. We have 3 packs left over, and the winner's going to get 2 of the leftover 3 packs.
Everybody wins!
Everybody wins
Everybody
something.
Draw a card.
Everybody draw a card. Wow, that's an inside joke.
My favorite Planeswalker, Jace Beleren.
Everybody draw a card.
Everybody
draw a card. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into starting this Winston draft. And what you need for a Winston draft, you need, if I can grab them, 6 booster packs. And what you do is, you don't look at any of the cards. You open... I looked at a card. I didn't see it.
Cheat!
I forgot. I thought I actually had it flipped. They come out... I thought the face was going to be on this side. And you remove the token and the basic land, and you put them off to the side.
Yeah. For this one, isn't the basic land replaced with possible fetch lands or
dual lands?
Dual lands, yeah, so maybe we should include them for this.
We'll take the token out. And we'll set that there. And you do that with all of these until you have a pile of cards, and then you give them a good hand shuffle. And then we'll skip to that. So right now we're going to go and open these up and get them ready to go. And we'll skip to the next part of the draft. We have opened all the packs now. I'll give these a good hand shuffle, and then I'll pass it to John and let him do a hand shuffle. I don't really know the rules around this, but this is a very casual type of draft, so house rules are perfectly fine.
Yep.
Like there are different ways you can do 2-player drafts. As he was enlightening me with one of them earlier today, we won't go into it, but I'll
Perhaps
let you
a future
do another
episode.
Yes, I'll let you give that a nice hand shuffle without looking at any of the cards. And then what we're going to do is we're going to separate them into 3 piles. When he gets finished with his little hand shuffle there, you're having trouble.
See. Well, I'm trying to figure out where's the Ugin. Okay, perfect.
All right, you got it. I'm going to set this stuff off to the side. All right. So what you do, you take the top 3 cards and you make 3 piles. And well, I'll go first for demonstration purposes.
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll look at the first card and I'll decide if I want it or not. And I actually do want that.
Bad news
So
for
I'll
me.
take that and I will put a new card in its place. But if I didn't want that, I would take a card, put it on top of it, so now it's a pile of 2, and I would look at the second card. If I don't like that, I put a card on top of it, and then I take the third, or I look at the third card. If I don't like that, I put a card on top of it, and I just take the top card of the deck.
Yep.
And when you look at a pile of cards, you look at all of them. So if there's 5 cards in a pile, you take all 5, not just one of them. So you kind of know a little information. Like, I won't know anything about what he has, because I took the first thing I saw. But you do have a little bit of information about what's out there. Not enough to really mess it up, but you do have a little info.
Yeah.
So go ahead and start making your selections.
I will look at the first one.
So while we were drafting, the very first card that I saw was a Jeskai Rune Mark, which completely set my strategy for this game, because in the pre-release, that was one of my best cards. It gives your creature +2/+2, and if you have a red or white permanent on the field, it gives it flying as well. And attach it to a red or white creature, you just automatically have the flying on it at all times as long as the creature is there. So that immediately said, I am playing Jeskai. And throughout the time, I opened a... where is it? It's a flyer that when it dies, it gives your creatures bolster 2. It lets you bolster 2. Absent Sky Captain. When it dies, bolster 2. And so I found like a Gorswine. It's a pig that's 4/1. Bolster 2 on that guy. It's really effective. So I thought, I'll get some pretty good little guys and give them just some buffs and make them powerful. And that was going to be my strategy, to build up these stronger guys and get flyers on the field to go over top whatever he has. And then I thought, I'll throw the Hero's Blade in. I don't have any legendaries, but it still might serve the same purpose as an enchant. So that is my strategy let's hope that it works out for me.
So I ended up going random. I think 3 out of the first 4 picks. I mean, I just happened to I was in top deck mode, just hope I get something good. I was lucky enough to get Avon Surveyor, which before the draft started, I knew I wanted to be blue and white. I wanted to be blue for the tempo. I always play blue, but there's a lot of good creatures and a lot of good tempo cards. I think Fate Reforged had a lot of good blue cards for draft. White had some of the best removal out of all the colors, as well as, things like Light Form, which I was lucky enough to get, and even some of their flyers, I'll put my stuff in the air and hopefully I can control the ground enough and win that way. So those were the 2 deepest colors I drafted. I may have been hedging towards those a bit. I definitely passed on some very good green and black cards early on. But I wasn't too disappointed because at the same time, I want to draft what I want to play. And I always love playing. Blue and white's probably my favorite 2-color combination. So the real question became when I realized I didn't have enough cards in blue and white to make a 2-color deck. I knew I needed to go into at least a 3rd color. Black and red, I had 4 cards from both colors that were definitely playable. Most of them were removal. I didn't happen to get too many white removal spells, so I had to decide between the 2. I ended up going both. It could come back and bite me. I'm going to need to draw the lands. I'm running 5 islands, 5 plains, and then 3 each of mountains and swamps. So if I get mana screwed, I'm going to have to just deal with it knowing I kind of took a gamble. But if I don't, I'm playing some of the most powerful cards that we opened during the draft. So if I can hit my colors, I'm very confident that I'll be able to win the game.
It was a long and arduous process, but we both now have a good selection of cards, actually a pretty fair amount, surprisingly. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to go through and build our decks, and we'll see you when we get back to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have painstakingly put together some decks, and we're both really worried about our first 7 cards, because that's just draft.
I was so close to going 5 colors. So close.
So this is going to be really weird, but okay, if you've never watched this before, we have a different way of deciding who goes first, because most people roll dice and do stupid, boring things. Why do that when you can play a game of Pokemon? So what we have here, we each have a Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander available to us, and we are going to pick one at random, or not at random, we're going to pick one.
Yeah, I'm choosing mine. I choose my starter.
And then we will reveal them simultaneously. Whichever Pokemon would win that fight, that player gets to decide who goes first. Yeah, I
next level with me.
So whichever player wins that little encounter gets to decide who goes first. So now, let us choose our Pokemon. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you?
Yep. I never choose them in the game, so I figured I'd choose them now for funsies.
Just give them some love. All right, now it gets interesting.
It does. This is where it gets really interesting.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, nice.
I will go first. Oh.
Little did he know I needed that extra card. All right, let's see these 7. Give me some lands.
Yeah, me too.
All the lands.
7.
All right.
Do you have a life die? You do. We're both at 20. I can't keep that.
Oh, wow. I really can't keep it either. On the draw,
I had land, but in the wrong color.
Yeah.
You too?
I guess we can... I only had 2 lands, but I almost had the hand I could keep 2 lands, except I had 2 of my... Actually, my 2 highest mana cost creatures.
Oh, that's always the worst.
Yeah, because I would have... 2 lands, I would have considered if those could have been, say, one of my 3 drops, and even just hope to get a 3rd land there, and... But I didn't want to see 2 lands anyway. We were saying before, I honestly, I want to see 4. I'm fine with 5. I'll take 5 lands.
As long as they're the right colors.
Yeah, exactly.
So I am down to 6. Would you like to cut?
I'm also a 6. It didn't help you last time, so
No,
I don't know if you
didn't.
want me to.
Well, it's your choice. I think, it's always polite
Yeah.
and sportsmanlike to offer the other person, but they can always refuse. We usually never do around the kitchen table.
Yeah.
We never do. We're not going to cheat.
Because now it's my fault that you had a bad 7.
Yeah,
so
it is.
You're the whole game you're going to be thinking, This is why things are not going my way, because he cut my deck.
Wow, that's a horrible 6. That was just as bad.
Here we go.
What are you... You don't trust it now?
No, I mean, maybe...
After both of my draws have been awful, you're trusting me to cut your deck.
Very good point.
I am going down to 5.
Maybe I just stole the one sliver of good luck you had left. 6.
I am going down to 5. Oh, this is bad, 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 bad.
Oh my goodness. I have to just show this for the camp. So remember when I said 2 lands and my 2 highest mana cost creatures?
Yeah.
The 2 highest mana cost creatures? Right here, baby. And I want to keep it too, because but I can't. We're both going to 5, huh?
Yeah.
I need to get these creatures in the middle of my deck. I definitely want to see them during the game,
but not right away. That's like drawing both Elspeths in the opening hand.
Yeah,
it's that
was a bad. Yeah, you're not. I'm not
Here,
even offer the
cut
anymore.
That.
All right,
cut that.
Let me cut you.
Cut it.
I'll offer the cut, but please don't cut my deck.
Okay.
You are.
I won't. Apparently, I'm just bad right now. Yeah. Oh my!
You can cut this from the game. I'm gonna table shuffle. This is how it is, man. The mulligans. But the thing is, you have to make the right mulligan, you know? I mean, if one of us would have kept 7, but it was a bad 7, and one of us were to get a decent or really good 5, even though you're 2 cards down, you're at such an advantage having a good hand.
Yeah.
You know, like if I kept that 7 with 2 lands, and I'm like, oh, I'll hit lands, right? And I don't, I can't win that game.
You went down to 5 just now?
You're on 5 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm about to shuffle out my 5.
This is the thing. Even if you have a bad 5, if it has land, you're tempted to keep it. Just because if you go to 4 and you get bad, you basically lose from that point out.
Yeah. I would almost say, I mean, if you have 2 lands, even if you just have your high stuff, you almost have to keep it, and it's a really bad... But I'm also going to 5, so I'm probably not storming out of the gates. I
think I'm going to keep this.
Yeah.
Because while it is 1 land, it is probably the best land I could have for what I'm going to be doing, so we'll just leave it at that.
Is it...
It's a good land. We'll put it that way. It's a good land.
Not a basic. We got color fixing early on. Like,
yeah.
I'm hoping to see some of my duels.
Oh.
I will offer a cut.
I will not cut.
Thank you, sir. All right. Come on. Come on, 5.
If you jump for joy here, I'm just going to face desks so hard. Oh, thank you.
I'm going to keep it, but yeah, this is rough. I'll keep it, though.
So we're ready to begin.
Let's begin.
Flooded Strand.
There it is. You got the money
Fetch
card.
land. Go for it.
You got the money card.
That is probably, on 5 cards, that's probably the best I could see in a land slot.
Yes.
Plains.
There you go. You got lands.
I'm going to crack that because I know my mana base. So down to 19.
Yep.
And I am going to play a card after. Let's see what my next draw is. I am so glad I just did that.
That is bad news for me.
Oh. You know how we were talking about high mana cost creatures?
Yeah.
My next draw was my highest mana cost creature.
Keep them away, man.
Oh, and I will want you to cut this because these shuffles are always weird. Just for fair, because I have a slight idea of where certain cards might be. So just for fairness purposes, I will want you to cut this.
No problem.
So go right ahead.
Yep.
While you're doing that, Hero's Blade.
Oh,
I kept one.
You did put it in there.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
+2/+2. Okay.
Yeah, and if you put a hero, legendary, you can just equip it right away.
There you go.
For free, I think.
Did you draft any legendaries?
No.
There's always next time.
Go ahead, but it's +3/+2.
Yeah,
so
that was not the worst draw, actually.
In draft, it could be
Swamp into Typhoid Rats, a 1/1 Death Touch.
Oh, that is not. That is the one card I did not want to see.
Excellent. You're on a 20-turn clock, sir, and if I can somehow find a way to steal Hero's Blade, you got your colors.
That Flooded Strand was the only land in my opening hand.
Wow, that was a risky keep.
Yeah, it was. So now what we're going to do is we're going to play a Sandsteep Outcast.
Yep.
And I'm going to choose to put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying on the battlefield.
That'll do.
And it just so happened that we opened said token. So, that is turn.
Okay.
So now the rat is not that big of a threat to me because I can poke you for more than you can poke. Well, I can poke you more effectively.
So you kept a 1-lander. I kept a 2-lander.
Yeah.
I will be missing my 3rd lander.
Oh no.
On the draw.
Wow.
Bad news. Well, let's see. You're just... I can't swing at you because he's at least keeping your 2-1 back.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hit me with the flyer, and I'm missing a land. I'm definitely not going to win a race. So I have to keep him back. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Oh my god, you got another land. You're crushing it.
Equip the Hero's Blade.
Yep.
Onto the Spirit, so it is now a 4/3.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep.
Swing 4 in the air.
I'm at 16.
Turn.
Okay, so now we have to... Right into being. I will look at the top 2, manifest 1, and I can put the other on the top or the bottom.
Okay, so basically lets you make sure you get a creature that you can flip later. There's a manifest. Reminder.
God, that was awful. What just happened was awful.
You got 2 lands, didn't you?
No! Wow. I got 1 land, which I need, and it needs to go on top, because I need to continue hitting land drops. But the card I'm manifesting is a card that I'm going to need later on. And it is not a creature, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 1 on top. I'll manifest this dude. After telling you that it's not a creature. Now, now I'll trade it. So let's see. I'm at 16, you're at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You either trade or take 1. I mean, doing 1's not doing much, but I'm on such a huge clock right now with that Hero's Blade Spirit.
And you also know that my ground creature's not the threat to you, and you can't block the flyer anyways.
Yeah, and I have another blocker back, which I'm fine with actually. Like, I'm going to go into combat.
Okay.
And I'll swing 1.
I will take 1.
I'll pass to you.
Alright. Upkeep. And we'll draw.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's actually getting bad now for me.
I want to have that problem. I'm so jealous of your lands.
Combat?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So, I don't know enough about Reforged. You're up. You have to have a combat trick. But I'm not just going to take an extra 2. I'm going to try to trade this 2/2. I'm not going to win a race right now. I'm at least going to go down to 12 with that flyer, which is not good for me. I'm going to hope you don't have a combat trick, but I'll block my 2/2.
I actually do have a combat trick. Teamer Battle Rage. Target creature gets double strike till end of turn, and Ferocious activated off the Spirit because the Hero's Blade, it gains Trample until end of turn as well.
Okay.
So it'll hit him for 2 and then deal 2 more
I'll
to
take
you.
6, go to 10.
Yes.
That's what I was going to need later. That was like one of the
Destroy target
one of my
creature
better
that's
cards in the
one or
deck.
more colors. Wow, at instant speed too. And that is turn.
So I know I have a land. You know I have a land because I told you. Now, let's see. I also offered up the trade to do this, and I have to... So you have 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 10. How did I get to 10?
Well, now I'm running out of fuel, so...
Yeah, that's...
You're getting the chance to come back. If you can get rid of that flyer, you're going to cripple me severely.
I will pass to you.
Combat.
Go.
4 in the air.
I will delve 1, cast Rite of Undoing on your spirit, return, and I'll target my rat and your spirit.
Huh. So the blade stays in.
Blade stays.
Oh, spirit goes.
Yes.
He was a token. He was a thing.
So at least stopped it for now.
For now. And I might as well pay the
Re-equip.
4
Yep.
and re-equip. So now that is a what do you want to call it? A 5/3.
Okay.
And we'll lay a plains.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Give me a land. Not a land. Yeah, we will just throw our rat back out. He's
Okay.
a decent blocker, and I'll pass to you. Yeah, that flyer. I needed to get that flyer out of there.
Oh, crap. Now I'm getting mana flooded. We're having opposite problems right now.
Yeah, your problem, at least, your top decks are way better than my top decks.
This is such a waste, but I need to keep you on a clock.
Okay.
This is such a waste. Bathe in Dragonfire. 4 damage to your rat.
Yeah, rat's good.
That's a waste, I feel. But a Death Touch creature like that is just...
Yeah.
So I'll swing for 5.
5 damage to target attacking creature.
Ah! Well...
That was the plan.
Oh, nice play. Yeah.
I need to hit a land, though.
Now it's your turn.
Give me a land deck. You know what? Let's the old...
No, if I didn't play that Bathe in Dragonfire, I couldn't attack with my guy. Like, I had to do that.
See, now we have to...
You want to cut my deck again?
I can get a guy onto...
Oh, no, a Dragon Bell Monk. I thought
I think you had one, too, because I only ended up with 1. I would have played the second if I had it.
It's Gain of Life.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is the part
There's
where
a
you
land.
come back. Oh, no, you have your 4 colors. Oh, no.
I'll go to combat.
Yep.
I'll swing 2 with Vigilance.
Any effects?
No.
Nope, down to 17.
I'll cast Hungering Yeti, a 4/4.
Oh, no.
Without flash. I'll pass to you.
His flash is blue or green permanent, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turn.
Another land. Sorry. Okay. I will go to combat.
Yeah. Go to combat. Oh, how the
I'll
tides have
swing
turned.
6.
Down to 11. I was off to such a good start.
I'll pass to you.
I thought you were going to be the ones having all the mana problems.
Yeah, I was.
Wow, that would have been a great card a few turns ago. Turn.
I'll go to combat.
American Pie. Yep.
I'll swing 6 again.
Any
No
effects?
effects.
Down to 5.
I'll pass to you.
Turn.
So we know he's been holding it. He was even thinking, last combat you were thinking about if you wanted to cast, I'm assuming a removal. So we know this combat will not go as easily for us. Because if you don't have anything, you're just dead. So you're going to be getting rid of something some way. I will move to combat.
Okay.
We'll see what you're working with. I'll swing with both.
Alright. 2 colorless. I'm going to play a War Flare. Creatures I control get 2/1 till end of turn and I untap them, but I have no creature, so the spell fizzles and I die. Because I'm holding an island and a Jeskai
Wow. Wow. See, I was in... Good games. I was holding this guy, waiting for double white to, like, just throw the hammer down. And then I had 2 more removal
Another
spells.
plains. Collateral damage, but nothing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Gore Swine.
Yeah. My removal paid off in the end.
Oh, my...
Wow. Good games. I mean, that was
That Hero's
tough,
Blade
man.
almost... If you didn't draw that bounce...
I had that from the beginning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my opening hand wasn't bad. I had the 2 lands, which was rough, but I had that guy. I had...
Oh, I did have a Dragon Bell Monk.
Right into being. Sandblast.
See, like, I had bolster cards. And lots of, like, buffs and... buffs. Like, I had rune marks and...
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had lots of good... Like, see, him with bolster like a 4/1 that gets like +2 from bolster.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
I can't believe I drew so much land in a row.
I know. When I was able to cast my Right into Being, and it was like it felt so bad because I saw a removal spell that I knew I was going to need in the game and a land, which I needed the land. That was good to put that on top to, because I would have missed my 4th land drop after missing my 3rd from before. So it sucked having to see probably my best removal spell go. Well, no, Sandblast is probably my best removal spell, that white one.
Yeah.
But that's probably my second best removal spell go away. But the fact, I think my land was even buried second under it, so I'm glad I was able to.
I think that Typhoid Rat did a lot more for you than you think it did, because I had to waste a card to get it out of my way.
And the best part, having the removal spell and knowing that you put the card into him was like such a good feeling, because I knew now you're out of a hand.
Yeah.
And I
had to do that, because if you didn't have anything, I could have swung you for 5 and put you on one more turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, good game, sir.
Game, man.
Good game. So now, that means you get 2 of these 3 packs. So you may decide which 2, and I'll get the last one.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what the winner got. Let's see what you got here. Anything good?
Oh, let's see. Go. Oh, there's a rat in there just for
just to rub salt in the
light
wound.
form, which I didn't get to see. Ooh, I have a foil.
Oh, nice.
Monk. Mob Rule.
Mob Rule.
Yeah, it is a 4 colorless, 2 red sorcery. Choose 1. Gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste.
Power 3 or less.
Power 3 or less is the second option. Interesting. I don't really play red. I mean, I play red with like Pyromancer, but not Pyromancer best friend. Cool card though. Cool card. Light form. I had that in my deck.
I think a good sideboard card. If you're playing like some kind of control with red.
That'd be sweet in
against
draft. I would love to draft that card.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
What else you got?
What do we have here? Some uncommon, friendly fire. Alicia, who smiles at death. Another 4.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Nice. Let's see what I got. Maybe the fates will shine kindly on me for getting mana flooded.
Fate wants me to go red.
Abs an advantage. Hey, a rat! Look at that. There's a rat.
Man, there's been 4 typhoid rats in this backpack. Wow! I chose wrong.
Wooded Foothills. Fetch land. I now have a playset of those. My rare was an Arc Bond, which is not really all that awesome.
I like Arc Bond.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, it seems like if you play it right, I mean, you wipe the board, for 3 mana.
Yeah, I guess.
Me too. I mean, you have to play around it, but
yeah,
it could be a fun build around me card.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah, I'd say in the end you won. 2 fetch lands. Did you open any other bomb rares during the draft?
I don't know.
Because we found out as we were drafting, all 6 rares from our packs all went to you. I didn't get it.
You make it sound like I took them on purpose.
No, I
didn't.
No, because I know at least 2 of them were green, and I just passed them over. The artifact.
Temur War Shaman, and the Wild Call was
those 2.
one.
And I had a chance to take both. I just
another
knew
War Shaman, an Elephant.
Okay, yeah.
And they were all green. Yeah, we weren't playing green.
If you know anything about me, you know I'm not a green player.
The Scroll, and that was it. The Scroll was another one. So yeah, there was 5.
Yeah, there's one more in there somewhere. Then maybe I didn't put him in the deck. Maybe he was in my sideboard. But
I think it's...
That was definitely a fun way to draft.
His and mine.
Oh, yes.
Sage Masters. I saw him in an opening hand at one point.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that Flooded Strand, but that came in the land slot.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Wow.
Overall, that was a really, really interesting match.
It's sort of I may have won the battle. You won the war, though. Walking away with the 2 fetches.
Maybe.
I haven't looked at... I just
mixed up my deck. Okay.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at Fate Reforged enough, but the first time I go through and look at a new set, I'm always looking at the blue cards. I just want to see what blue had this time. I mean, Alicia, she seems fun.
I think it paid out going for that Hero's Blade, though. That almost won me the game.
Yeah, that was
a really strange choice, and I almost didn't because I didn't have a legendary creature, but...
Yeah. For as happy as when you tapped out on turn 2, I was super nervous thinking if he plays a creature now, I'm in fear of missing a land drop, and I don't have I have the removal spells, but I don't want to deal with someone beating me down this early. Yeah. When I saw it was that, it was such a sigh of relief knowing I'm not dealing with a beatdown yet. Who brought out the flyer?
It was one of the white guys.
Yeah, because I drafted one of him too. He's I like him a lot.
For Sand Steep Outcast.
Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
The card that decided, the very first card I looked at decided what I was going to play, and it was a Jeskai Rune Mark. I saw that, I'm like...
You just knew that's what you're doing?
Because that killed during the pre-release for me. Because I put it on red creatures.
Yep.
And so they got 2/2 flying, and I was like, I love this. And I'm playing Jeskai colors, so...
Yep. Early on, I think my first or second pick, one of them, I've opened Aven Surveyor, and I knew I'm playing blue. This guy's so good. He's got to be one of the best commons in the set, and I like him as the blue uncommon, but I also like, there's another guy that has flying and prowess. He's a 4-mana 3/2, or it's something Lotus Gen,
Lotus Eye Mystic.
I don't. Yeah,
it's something. Yeah, no.
But between the two of them,
Riverwheel Aerialist, I think.
Between the two of them, those were the two blue common creatures I wanted. So seeing him earlier was like, I'm definitely going blue. And then I opened Light Form at some point.
I was hoping to see that eventually.
Yeah, I was looking for that card. I would have been fine drafting that. I mean, I ended up going 4 colors because white and blue were definitely my deepest colors, and I was trying to choose: do I want to go, Jeskai, or do I want to go Esper? Black had my best cards between red and black, but when I was looking through, I was like, red gives me 2 removal spells and another big guy, which I'm gonna need. So I was like, I'm just gonna go 4 colors.
Like, we had an idea of what each person had, but that Sandblast came out of nowhere. I had no idea you had that.
That's such a good card.
It shocked me. I was like, oh.
That and Light Form. Like, I got Light Form first, and then
I knew you had that.
Yeah, a couple cycles later, I got Sandblast, and that's when I was like, that's when I would realize, like, the draft's going better than I thought. Like, my blue and white's deep. I just don't know what my third color is. So, when you don't know your third color is, I guess play 4 colors.
Yeah, I thought I was going to go for a prowess build on those Gore Swine. You playing that rat killed me, though. Man.
Well,
those are a couple of good games.
You want to do a couple more?
We are going to do a couple more. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed this nice little Fate Reforged Winston draft here. It's really something that's really fun. Just find a friend, go halfway on a fat pack, and just do it. That's exactly what we did here. We went halfway on the fat pack. Yeah. So it's all you need to do. It doesn't. It's just 6 boosters is all you need. So
yeah, make sure lose. You want the 1 pack that's left. I don't know why, but lose. That you'll get all the fetch lands.
Apparently, yes. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.